Well, hello, my creative crafty pals. So, we are on step 2 and the last step of a real junk journal. So, like I said in the previous video, it's all free. Everything in this pile came free. I didn't buy anything. These are junk mail, and I wanted something to write on. So, these came out of different things like credit card companies and just junk mail. This here's something about a Veterans Day thing from a school. And here's internet service. These two are freebies, and then this was from health insurance. This was you know how you get those interest papers from credit cards, and then this was just a bill from a lumber company. Just to give you different colors, or receipt, I mean, not a bill. Just to give you an idea of different things. So we started with the crest, and then I'm going to put this on the outside. This so I have writing papers, stuff to write with. So we'll add this on the outside. And then what you want to do is decide where you want your holes. So you open this up, and how do you want your papers to look? I'll have this more towards the middle. You just kind of got to make sure that you have your stuff lined up how you want it to look once you put it in. So I was looking for, this came from Current Magazine. So what I was looking for was a way to adhesive this, together. Of course, it's really hard to find something like that in junk mail, because I don't get like any type of string, or the only thing you get is those little blobs of that glue stuff that's stuck, but it's hard to reuse it and make it re-stick. Plus, it probably wouldn't hold. So, I'm going to take this, and then I just do this because it's easy for me. I'm going to grab a couple of these clips. And then what I'm going to do is kind of snap these into place just to hold everything in place for me. You could use 2 or 3 of this, like maybe one on this side and one on the other side. Okay. Then I'm going to kind of guesstimate on this. And I got an awl with a sharp edge. And I'm going to take here and punch. This is going to go through this, and it's going to go through this cover. So I'm going to punch a hole here. And then maybe like right here. Punch a hole. And hold it. And then right here, I want to punch a hole right beside it, because I want 2 holes. I'm going to do this kind of maybe a little easy. And then I found these. These came off of something, like these are some kind of twisty ties. And I'm going to take it through the first hole. Well, let me make my holes a little bigger. Sometimes you got to wiggle them so you can make this fit. So I'm poke that through where it should come out the back. And then I'm going to take it, round it, bring it back through the other side. Hopefully this will work. Maybe. Sometimes you gotta wiggle it. Oh, it's not working. Make it a little bigger. Straighten it up right here. Usually I would do this with a needle and thread, but because this is how you make signatures when you're making journals. But I'm trying to do this with some stuff I never bought. So it's definitely challenging. Pull this back through some. It's a little shorter on one side than the other. I'm trying to even it out here. This is definitely different because I've never used twisties. Okay. The shorter end through. There we go. They're pretty close. And then just twist, just like you do anything else. And you can cut them down to size. Or leave them in, however you want to do it. And then you can do it 2 more times if you want to. It came through. That's too funny. Try to fix it. But this is what's fun about doing this type of crafts, is you get the bloopers with it. I think I tightened it too tight. But you can use twisties, or if you have a piece of string that's like extra maybe, because I have a piece of string over here too. Either or, but I want to use the twisty. Because sometimes we end up with strings left over from projects we work on. Let me try this again. But you definitely want some to hold it into place. Did I come all the way through? Yeah. Or you can do it like this. We'll move it down some. Or up some. I'll do it down some. Let's try it again. Here's our holes to the front. We'll do it here. And then maybe I'll make the gap a little wider. And do it like right here. But something like this, so you get the idea. And you can do it 2 more times on the top and bottom. It's hard to get this to work sometimes through paper because paper's weaker than like bookboard. This isn't quite as thick as a file folder either. So that has a lot to do with it too. We'll do this. We'll do the cover first. And I could use staples too, but that's paying for it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to do this on a whim of not paying. So let's see how this is going to look. Here. Make sure that goes. There, and then we'll do a hole clear down here. See, here, right here. I'm gonna do a hole because I wanted to spread it out a little more. Okay, let's wiggle it. Come through. Come on. It's going through the second hole. Hold on. It should get, there it is. It's like it should be like right there. Okay. See what it looks like back here. And like I said, we'll twist it 3 times and just leave it sit there. And then fold it. And like I said, you could do it 2 more times. You could do it here and here again to have maybe like 3 places that holds it, depending on how heavy your signature is. Let's see if I can. We'll do it like here and here. And then we'll scoot it down about right here. Make it a little wider. Here and here. And we'll have this come back through. Like this. And then do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Like I said, you can cut this off if you want to, or just smush it So there's what it looks like. You have two. You can flatten them down if you want. And then the third on the bottom. This just gives it a little bit more of a sturdy hold. Let's do that right here. I'm going to wiggle it around a little bit. So that it comes straight through. And then do it again a little further apart. See. And wiggle it and hold it. Turn it around. Come back through the back. Sometimes it moves, so you gotta make sure it does it. Hold it in place. Come back through. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, just like you're twisting bread up. And then take the bulb clips off. Bulb clips, whatever you want to call them. It holds your papers intact, and there you go. You got yourself a pamphlet looking junk journal. And it's all junky with all free stuff in it. And you can just add what you want. From here, if you want to do glue, you can do glue. You can do whatever you want. And then here's some pockets, and you can even add pockets here and put holes and do the same thing with twisties on the side. And here's a handheld junk journal booklet. And then after you have it made, hey, if you want to paint in it or do whatever with stuff you paid for, then do what you want. There's all kinds of fun things you can do to decorate this too. You can even cover some of this stuff. You can even use wrapping paper and have this as a see-through hole with something that you can put under it as a decoration. But that is step 2 and the last step in this series. And I hope this helped people with what a junk journal really is. It's supposed to be stuff that you would normally throw in the garbage. So I guess I should say that when I create my journals, they're a mixture. They're like a little bit of junk and upcycled stuff and a little bit of new. So I call my journals crafty journals because they're a mixture. But I thought that was pretty decent with the check holder thingy. It really made me think outside the box to pull the pieces together for this. So that was interesting. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this because this was definitely different. And with that, I will see you soon. And I hope you have a blessed day. Bye. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.